Hello and welcome back, and today we are starting a Project Cars 2 career mode, and we're starting in the Formula Ford USA category, and we're green. We qualified 4th here at Long Beach. The AI are on a 120 or 115 right now. I may move them up in future episodes, and they are pretty aggressive, but in this Long Beach race we got a better launch and basically just tried to walk away. We were clean through the first couple of corners, and here coming on at the end of lap 1, this is the beginning of lap 2. This is our fastest lap, so we will commentate this one through. So at Long Beach, I did do a decent amount of practice here. I'd never raced here before, but basically in this car, you're braking at the 300, downshifting into second, trying to get the thing to slide through all the way out to the wall, and then downshifting into first gear around the little roundabout, coming up through, and then this corner is a second gear corner. Just basically try to hit the apex, get the thing to slide out. This corner I was struggling with. I couldn't quite get a good run through that corner, so that is definitely somewhere where you could pick up some time. And then coming in here into the left-hander, braking at the 200-meter board, get the thing to rotate, down into second gear, back on the power as early as possible. Basically same idea here, just in a right-hander instead of left-hander. And then you're gonna go up into fourth gear here. You're gonna look for a little yellow board on the left that you're braking to. We were actually thought that was the wrong corner, so as you can see we hadn't quite learned the track yet. And then around through here, and then on the brakes hard here, down into first gear, get the thing to rotate around, and that would be our fastest lap of the race. I think it was a 1:31 maybe. And then we basically stayed out in front the whole race. Coming through the final corner, we pulled away a little bit. The one guy kind of stayed with us in second place, but we are going to win our first race in Formula 4 or Formula Rookie. So we did win that. Now on to race 2 of the season. This is 7 laps at Watkins Glen in the rain. We put the car on the pole in the rain, but we're on dry tires now, as it is dry at the beginning of this one. And we had 0 practice in the dry on this track, so we weren't exactly sure how to drive it in the dry. Do get a warning for an off track there, so we are going to lift off just slightly, try to get that warning to go away. And it does do so. So now we're back on the power coming through down, and this was the corner I really struggled with. Was this the bus stop is the corner we did struggle with, so I couldn't quite figure it out. In the wet I was okay, but in the dry I just, stupid mistake, lock up the brakes, get the thing spun, don't stall it, and we rejoin in last place. So moving up on into lap 2 here, we've worked our way up into 9th, following this car right here, 47. Gonna get a decent run, trying to get some slipstream. Decent run. We're gonna go to the outside here on the 47 car, and we are just gonna swing around the outside and get on the brakes into the bus stop this time. We do stop a little early, just trying to not lock up and spin, but that is a move completed. We're up into 8th place now. Now coming on into lap 3, going into turn 1, another stupid mistake, turned in too early, locked up the rears, and did have a bit of a mistake there, putting us back down in 10th place. So coming on later into lap 3, it does start raining, and that is going to cause a major loss of grip as we lose the rear end there. So we're actually going to dive into the pits here for some wet weather tires. So into the pits. That guy actually stays out, but into the pits we go. And now just gonna put on the wet tires and hopefully make a run through the field. We are on one of the first onto the wets, so hopefully that will actually help us. I'm sitting in the pits. You can look at our car. We are driving that green and red car. I'm not exactly sure what team, but coming out of the pits now, And we jump up onto lap 4 now. We're going to swing by our teammate as into the bus stop we go. That's up into 7th place now. And now we jump ahead to lap 5, going into turn 1. Get a decent run there. And getting a good run up onto the back of the leader now. And this is going to be the pass for the lead of the race. Coming up the hill, around the outside, in the rain, and we got it. So that was the lead of the race on lap 5. As we did pit early, we didn't have to pass many people. Now coming through the final corner on lap 7 of 7, we're going to take home win number 2 in 2 races in our Project Cars career mode. So we have won the first 2 Formula Rookie races. Now jumping on to race 3, here we have at Sonoma Raceway. It's a 6-lap race. We qualified 9th. We did struggle for some little bit of pace in qualifying, but we get a great start, which is good. So we move immediately up into 6th place. Going to look to the inside, trying to get 5th on the brakes, downshifting into 3rd, and we clear him. So we're up into 3rd place now, or up into 5th place now, and now up into the left-hander. Just trying to follow him. That car is going to come back around the outside. It has a look at it, and it's not going to work out. We're going to move over now, on the brakes now, down into 2nd gear, and coming off the corner now, and we are in 5th place. We're going to come down into this tight right-hander, down into 2nd gear. That guy jumps the curb, and we're going to try to get a run on him, sitting in 5th place now. We do get a decent run through the S's. This was I did not bother too much on the setup, as I'm not exactly sure how to set up cars for this game yet. I did play with it a little bit, but we were struggling through that right-hander. I could not keep my foot in it through that right-hander. So now on the brakes, down into 2nd gear, around the boot or whatever, and getting a great run out of the corner. We're going to swing around the outside and up into 4th place. Going to look for it here. He does leave us the space. We're going to try and go around the outside. It's not going to happen, and we're going to tuck it into 4th place. 9th to 4th after the end of lap 1. So now we skip ahead to the end of lap 3 here. Going to get on the brakes. That guy sent it in there and just gets a very poor exit off the corner. And we're just going to do the same move we did for 4th. So we make that move, and that's going to put us up into 3rd place now. Skipping to the last lap of the race, we had a shot at 2nd, we thought, as we did close in, but we just really couldn't get close enough. But we are going to watch this lap, and we're going to close in through there, and he just gets a better run off the corner. Gonna try it on the brakes into here, about the same spot. We don't look at that. We accidentally cut the corner a little bit. No penalty for that. So now on the brakes, looking for, and they just get a better run out of the corner into the S as we go, and just over a second back off the lead. And we were trying our hardest, didn't think we'd get it, and I don't think we're gonna get it, because now we come through here, coming up, looking for the orange things on the left, braking just before them, and trying to get on the gas early. Almost lose it there, run a bit wide, almost put it in the wall there, but there it is. We're gonna get a run, but it's not gonna be enough. We're going to settle for 3rd place at Sonoma. So still leading the championship despite that 3rd place finish. Going into the final round, the points are 82 to 72, I think. We did get the fastest lap. So into the final race at the Texas Motor Speedway infield course. And this is an 8-lap race, but these are quick laps. We were running 38 second laps. Didn't qualify well, But we do get an extraordinary start. We're going to swing around the outside. Hopefully they get caught up on the inside, and they do. And we're going to drive around the outside of a couple of them, up into 6th place after the first corner. Now, through here, we almost lose it. Just managed to save it and keep it on the track. So sitting 6th place now. Looking for the move here. Get very sideways. End up across the grass. Not making it happen there. So sitting in 6th place at the end of lap 1. 11th to 6th. That's not bad of a first lap. So we skip on to lap 3 now. Coming down into turn 1. Still in 6th. Chasing him down. We are going to get the superior exit now. And we are just going to drive around the outside of him. And this was a very small track. It was basically like an oval with a chicane on each straight. But now, on the lap 7 of 8, we've moved up into 4th place. And just trying to hang out, or trying to chase these guys down. We have a lap and a half to do it now as we come through the middle section. And he goes very slow, actually drops a wheel. And we're going to take advantage of that and jump up into 3rd place. So now in 3rd place through the final corner. That's not the quickest way through it, as we were struggling with grip through these corners. It's probably due to setup. But on to the final lap now. We have the 2 leaders who are hopefully going to battle it out, and that was our only hope. We were betting on these 2 guys actually battling it out and maybe opening up a spot for us. And we are going to close in quite a lot. It's down to just 0.8 of a second. And they go side by side into the final corner, trying to get a superior run off the final corner. We get an okay run, about even, but they're side by side through the chicane, which is, they're going to touch wheels, and that is going to open up the inside for us, and we're going to take 2nd place. And that is enough to win the Formula Rookie Championship. So thank you all for watching this episode. Make sure to subscribe and like for more content.